Hi all. Today we will discuss in this video what is internet, what is the importance of the web browsers in internet, how this internet is started. If you see the historical development of the internet, in 1958 DARPA, Defense Advanced Research Project Agency is established in 1958. This is the foundation for the internet. Then in 1966, DARPA, Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, is renamed as Advanced Research Project Agency Network. ARPANET is the basis for the internet. ARPANET is mainly established for sharing the information among the universities. If we see the internet, what is ARPANET, what is NSF, what is JONET and other networks, all are become an internet. Internet is globally connected millions of computers. So internet means globally computed millions of computers. What are the uses of the internet? If we see, browsing the information, every day millions, billions of people are browsing the information through internet, sharing the information, social media, creating the awareness among the users, entertainment. So internet is using across the world for sharing the information. So internet plays an important role in every individual life. Without internet, we are not going to share the information. If you want to see today's newspaper, internet e-paper is available. In this lockdown period, internet playing an important role mainly in India to sharing the information. So DARPANET, 1966 ARPANET, 1970 Winton Cerf developed the TCP/IP. This is Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. TCP/IP, Winton Cerf developed in 1970. TCP/IP is nothing but Transmission Control Protocol, Information Protocol. We can identify each one of the computer own identity will be given with the TCP/IP. So there is a internet terminology. Before going into the details, we will see what are the abbreviations are there. We can discuss about the URL. HTTP, URL means Unified Resource Locator. Uniform Resource Locator is also the name of the URL. Next, FTP, File Transfer Protocol. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol. TCP/IP, Transmission Control Protocol. URN, Uniform Resource Name. www, World Wide Web. www, 4Ws, World Wide Web Wanderer. These are some of the abbreviations we need to know in the process of internet. Then HTML, Hypertext Markup Language, plays an important role to create the web pages in the internet. So if you see how it is developed, HTML, before that SGML is there, Standard Generalized Markup Language, SGML, HTML, SGML and XML. So chronologically, if we see DTD, first developed DTD, Document Type Definition. In the UGC net, they will ask the chronological arrangement of the languages. DTD will come first, DTD, Document Type Definition. SGML, Standard Generalized Markup Language. HTML, Hypertext Markup Language. XML, Extensible Markup Language. If you see the who is the father of SGML is Charles Goldfarb. SGML invented by Charles Goldfarb. So this is important point here. Who is invented by SGML? Father of SGML is Charles Goldfarb. So we will discuss about hypertext. Hypertext is developed by Ted Nelson in the year 1970. So what is mean of hypertext? Hypertext is nothing but linking the pages, one pages to another page in an internet. We call is a hypertext. So HTML will use here markup languages. So describing the page, what the page contains, this will call as markup languages. HTML. So it is a set of codes tags will be there in HTML. So to connect the internet, the basic important thing everyone we need to know, what are the web browsers. Without web browser we cannot connect the internet. So browsing the information, web browsers are required. We can connect the internet. Browsers are very essential. So browser is nothing but a program. It allows to see the web pages. What are the web pages are available? If you want to see, you need to connect the web browsers. There are many types of web browsers are available. You can use any one of the web browsers. So Internet Explorer is one of the web browser. Google Chrome is one of the web browser. Mozilla Firefox is one of the web browser. Netscape Navigator is one of the web browser. Opera is one of the web browser. Safari is one of the web browser. The examples for the web browsers are Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Safari, and many other web browsers are there. You can connect the internet with any one of the web browsers. So protocol is also very important. Protocol is nothing but is a path how the packets are sending information from one computer to another computer. So domain names is also very important in website. These are the website is nothing but collection of web pages. So home page will be there. Many web pages or bundle of web pages will come. So we can call it as websites. So here once we discussing about the internet, so very important concept is bandwidth. What bandwidth is required? So bandwidth is nothing but amount of data that can travel through the connection circuit in a second. So what is the simple terminology of the bandwidth? How much amount of data is traveling in a communication circuit 1 second. So we can call it as bandwidth. This bandwidth is measured for bits per second. If we take the internet connection, what type of bandwidth is required? It is based on the money. So we need to pay every month to the internet service providers. That may be BSNL, Airtel, or some other private networks. So kbps will be there, kilobits per second. Mbps will be there, megabits per second. Gbps will be there, gigabits per second. So the speed of the internet depends on the bandwidth. So bandwidth is measured in bits per second. So in the internet, this terminology is very important. We need to remember URL, FTP, URN, SMTP, HTTP, World Wide Web. So this is another important concept, SMTP. This is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. So email is invented. Email will be processed with the SMTP. So World Wide Web is invented in the year 1990. World Wide Web by Tim Berners-Lee. Tim Berners-Lee invented World Wide Web. This is a way of thinking about information, how information will be stored and retrieved. This is called as World Wide Web. Ray Tom Linson, email founder. Email founder is Ray Tom Linson. Email is nothing but sending the messages from one user to another user or one computer to another computer. So briefly we will discuss about what is HTML and XML in this video, then we will close this. So HTML is nothing but hypertext markup language. XML is nothing but extensible markup language. So HTML, if we see, codes will be used in the HTML. Header files, in anchor brackets it will be shown. Header, then tags will be there, then head will be closed, and the body will come, our title will come. So body will come. So we need to close head. So this is closing. So these are all called as tags in HTML. HTML is a static, so this is not a case sensitive. It is a pre-defined tags will be available in HTML. So displaying the data is possible in a web page with the HTML. Closing tags are not necessary in the HTML. If you see the advanced concept in XML, XML is a dynamic one. So it is a case sensitive. Here it is not case sensitive, but it is a case sensitive. So user defined tags will be available in XML. XML tags are extensible and we can extend the tags in XML. But whereas in HTML we cannot extend. So describing the data, not for displaying here. So closing tags are very essential in XML. So this is the jargon and the major difference between HTML and XML. So HTML and XML is also very important to designing the web pages. Presently we are using advanced concepts of web designing topics. Web apps are using here. So HTML, XML is the basis for the construction of the web pages. So now we are using the GUI, graphical user interface, linking of the pages through icons, through symbols we are using in the apps. So web browsers are very important to connect the internet. In a nutshell, I'll discuss everything in 1 minute or 30 seconds what we discussed so far. So internet and browsers. Internet is nothing but connecting the computers globally, millions of computers globally, one computer to another computer. To know the historical development of the internet, DARPANET or PANET. So this is JANET. So NSF all becomes as an internet. It is a World Wide Web founder Tim Berners-Lee in 1990. So URL, Uniform Resource Locator, File Transfer Protocol, FTP, URL Uniform Resource Name, SMTP Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol, TCP/IP Transmission Control Protocol, ISP Internet Service Providers, GUI Graphical User Interface, HTML Hypertext Markup Language, XML Extensible Markup Language, SGML Standard Generalized Markup Language, DTD Data Type Definition. So these are the abbreviations related to the internet. So web browsers are very important. Browser is nothing but in a software. There are different types of web browsers available to connect the internet. Mainly these web browsers presently using are Mozilla Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari, Netscape Navigator. Like this, many web browsers are available. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that this will be useful to you. Thank you.